Good morning, Year 1. For today's Friday challenge writing task, you are going to be retelling the story of the Gruffalo using a storyboard template. So because you are retelling the story, you will need to think carefully about the order of events. So just to warm our brains up and refresh our memories, I'd like you to put the pictures in the order they happened in the story. So think about what happened at the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened at the end. Pause the video now and have a think. Okay, so this is the correct order. So the little mouse was strolling through the woods when he met the scary fox, and he scared the fox by telling him all about the Gruffalo who he was meeting by the rock. And then he met the owl, and once again he described the Gruffalo who he was going to be meeting to try and scare the owl off. And then he met the snake and did the same trick. And then all of a sudden he actually met the Gruffalo. But he once again played a trick on the Gruffalo and used him to help him scare away the woodland animals who wanted to eat him. And then right at the end, he tricked the Gruffalo into thinking that he was going to eat him. Okay, so you will be retelling the story today. So you need to be thinking about what happened at the beginning. So when you're retelling the story, we're going to introduce the main character and talk about what he was doing at the beginning of the story. Think about where he was going and who he came across, so who he met. And then at the middle of the story, he faced a bigger problem because he met the Gruffalo himself. Think about how he might have felt during this time and how you could describe the Gruffalo and what he did to the mouse. And then at the end of the story, the problem is resolved. So how did the mouse trick the Gruffalo and manage to escape from him? So you will be using a storyboard to retell the story. So you will need to draw a picture of each part. Now there are 6 boxes, so think of 6 main parts of the story that you want to retell, but they need to be in the right order. So you will draw 6 pictures and you can snake it around like this. So this is the beginning, this is the middle, and this is the end. And then you can write a couple of sentences just to describe what is happening in each picture. So I've done an example for the beginning of the story. Once there was a happy little mouse who was walking through the deep, dark woods. And then you can go on to talk about who the mouse met. So which characters did he meet? And then what was the problem he faced? Think about when he met the Gruffalo and what the Gruffalo said he was going to do. And then at the end of the story, of course, the mouse tricks the Gruffalo and the Gruffalo runs away. As you are retelling the story, try to get some adjectives in there and some interesting verbs to make it more interesting for the reader. Okay, so your task today is to complete the storyboard to retell the story. Draw a picture and write a couple of sentences to go with each picture.